shell shock.
What is up, everyone? This is PG Dizzy from Phased Gaming, and today I'm bringing you I Play You Talk Episode 5. This is a crazy game from Galaxy HDI. Absolutely going to work on these guys on Stadium using the AK-47, and he's rocking Ghost Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro with his nice C4 right there on the top of the D-pad, sitting tight there. But so today we're gonna bring you a nice Glick story because you guys really appreciate it. So here's one. But before I get started into that, I want to say if this video, this is gonna be on Galaxy HDI's probably is what you're watching, or on my channel on Phased Gaming. The link's probably in description if you're watching on Galaxies. But if this gets 35 likes or more on Galaxy's channel, I will post on my channel a video of Glick freaking out on Xbox because I don't know if I've mentioned this, but he does kind of have anger issues. It's all right though. It's all right. We still love him. Still a great guy, but let's say that he does not have the best temper and that things don't always go over well with him if he does not get his way, if you catch my drift on that one. So if this gets 35 likes or more on Galaxy's channel, then I will post a video of Glick freaking out because we got a video of him freaking out on live, and we will post a picture of him in the next commentary as long as we get the approval of Galaxy HDI, or the next time that I tell a Glick story. But this Glick story is coming at you strong right now, and this is gonna be called Shit and Run. Alright? That sounds weird at first, yes, I do know. Do realize, but bear with me, alright? Bear with me. So, as you guys know, Glick, the awkward kid, one of my best friends. It sounds like I'm rashing on him, but I'm not. We always joke with him. He's a great guy. Great kid, as I should say. He's one of my closest friends, one of my best friends, but he is one of the most awkward kids, funniest kids, weird, ill-humored kids I could possibly think of, but you gotta love him. But let me stop mentioning all that. Let me cut to the chase. So this is back I think a year or two ago. Me and Glick, we're with 3 other friends. I don't really see these friends too much anymore, but their names are Kyle, Alex, and there was just 2 friends. It was Kyle and Alex. And so we were at Alex's house, and they're both boys, in case you guys thought Alex mixed gender, a little trans. That's not what you call it. Both names, I forget what you call it, but it's a boy, not a girl. Just to clear everything up. But we were at Alex's house, and we all live in the same town, and we back in the day, probably about 2 years ago, we're in 9th grade, just finished 9th grade, going into 10th grade next year. But back in the day, in the middle school days, we really enjoyed causing havoc, I guess you could say. And what I mean by that is that we would go around neighborhoods and we would ding-dong ditch, I guess you could say, but we'd put a little twist on that. We'd do a little more than that. We'd like to cause havoc because we used to think we were really funny, and I mean, it was so fun at the time, but we've matured a little, and nowadays we don't be doing that as much, or at least try not to, but back in the day we used to do it all the time. And so causing havoc was really fun, like in neighborhoods. So we're in Alex's house, and we're at his house, and we're just hanging out in his house. We're just like, man, this is so boring. So we're just like, wait, how about we go and cause some havoc? And then we think about it, and in the neighborhood, we're like, oh, this could be so fun. And Alex has a really spread out neighborhood because his neighborhood's kind of like guarded off, I guess you could say. Sort of a fancy neighborhood, and all the houses are sort of like separated by a pretty good amount of distance. So me, Kyle, Alex, and Glick, we're at Alex's, and we are in his room like, oh, this is so boring, let's go cause some havoc. So we go outside. The first part of this process is choosing what house we're gonna go to. We see this small house. It was alright, not small, it was like, I don't know, it had a lot of land, but not the biggest house. And so we decided to just start off and ding-dong ditch that to get us warmed up. We ding-dong ditched the house, we waited in the bushes, we see the reaction. The person, it's not really that good of a reaction, but we see the reaction. The person comes out, scratches their head, and goes back in. So we're just like, man, that wasn't good enough. So we go to another house, and we ding-dong ditch them again. Only this time, we put a bag, or not a bag, a cup, I guess you could say, that someone pissed in. It sounds really gross, but please don't judge me. I've matured now, but this was back in the day, and we were a little crazy back then. So someone pissed in a cup, and we put it on the doorstep, and the person, we rang the doorbell, hid, and then we saw the person pick it up, and they knew it was a prank right away and just threw it into the bushes. They knew it was piss, and we're just like, oh, damn it, that didn't go over as well as we planned. So we really needed to, we were really not on our game that day, and we really needed to step it up. So we're walking around from houses to house, and this is when Glick comes into the story. Comes into a whole mess of things. And that's a pun about mess, but I'll mention that later. And so we're walking around the neighborhood thinking about what we could do. And as we're doing this, Glick is his awkward self complaining how he really needs to shit and go to the bathroom. And we're just like, oh my god, Glick, come on, can't you just hold it in? He's like, no, you guys, I really gotta take a dump. I really gotta shit. And we're just like, Glick, oh my god, just, what are you doing? Just wait. And we're about like a mile or two away from Alex's house, not near any sort of supermarket or store where you could go in and use the bathroom. We're near nothing. So we really didn't feel like walking all the way back to Alex's house. So we're just like, Glick, come on. We're like, what are you gonna do? He's like, you guys, I can't hold it in. I can't hold it in. He starts yelling, and we're like, oh my god, we need to get this kid calm. So we were just like, Glick, please just hold it in. Glick ignores us, runs over to this house, and on the front lawn, pulls down his pants, and it just starts shitting. And we are speechless. We do not know what to do. Glick has this whole theory. He starts talking to us while he's shitting. We're not even looking, and he's just completely oblivious as he's shitting. And I'm sorry, I'm cussing so much. I'll say dumping. So as he's dumping, he's like trying to talk to us as he's doing this. He's completely oblivious. We have our heads down, like, what are you doing, Glick? What are you doing? Just get up and walk away, Glick. Glick, bad idea. And he's sitting there saying, no, this is a good idea because it's biodegradable, so it will go into their lawn and be a fertilizer. So he has this whole spiel about how dumping on people's lawns is a good idea, which, I mean, can really say something about a kid, but he's just out there, and we can't even look. We really don't know what to do. He's dumping on a lawn, pants down, squat, just popping a squat, and we don't know what to do. And then it suddenly hits me, and Alex and Kyle. We realize if he's in mid-dump, I don't want to say shit. Oh, I just said it. But if he's in mid-dump, then he's just puzzled right there. He's frozen. He's frozen right there. So as he's going on to the bathroom on someone's front lawn, we go over to the door and ring the doorbell. This does sound harsh, I will admit, but we ring the doorbell as he is dumping on the front lawn. He starts freaking out as he's dumping, and he's not moving because he can't. He's going to the bathroom. We ring the doorbell, and the guy comes to his door as we're running away. Me, Kyle, and Alex start running down the street. We hide in this bush. Glick is dumping on the lawn, and the guy starts screaming his head off. Get off my lawn! I'm calling the cops. Get off! And the Glick starts freaking out. He's like, no, it wasn't me, sir. It wasn't me. Glick pulls up his pants. The guy gets into his car, gets out of his house and gets into his car and sees us down the street, starts driving towards us. And Glick, he hauls ass out of there. He pulls up his pants half on. He's running weird because he can't wipe, and the guy's driving after us. Glick is running, and there's a giant mound of shit on his front lawn, and it's so gross. And we're running down the street. We're running, and the guy's driving. We cut into this neighbor's yard and let him drive around a couple of minutes, and we hide. We're all dying of laughter. Glick's laughing too, but he's kind of oblivious that the guy actually cared. He's just like, I thought I was doing him a good deed. I thought I was giving him fertilizer. We're like, Glick, we know, kid, we know. But Glick, he is a great kid, just not the brightest bulb. But he dumps on a guy's front lawn and claims how good it was for the guy, and claims that he was doing him a favor. And we were just trying to explain to Glick how this This isn't really a favor in most people's eyes. And so we go back to the guy's house afterwards, like after we're done being chased, which really wasn't the smartest idea thinking about it. And we go over to the lawn. There is this giant mound of poop on the guy's front lawn. It was the funniest thing. This is the grossest thing probably. You guys are probably like, ew, this isn't even funny. This is just gross. But let me tell you how funny it was. Because Glick, and then he starts getting embarrassed. So he's like, you guys leave, please. I don't want you guys to look at it. And we were grossed up enough. We were grossed like out enough, so we didn't even want to look at it. But we just thought it was really funny. And it was a funny scenario how we like puzzled Glick. He was pooping on a front lawn, and we ring the doorbell just framing him. And you guys are probably saying, oh, like, we're not that nice to Glick. But don't worry, like, we're best friends. He's cool with it. He's just not the brightest bulb, and he's kind of awkward, but I love him. And remember, if this video gets 35 likes or more, then we will post a video of Glick freaking out on Xbox because we got it. And he kind of has anger. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. He just sometimes gets a little mad, is what I would say. And if he doesn't take his pills, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. And he gets a little mad sometimes. So we got it we were recording once. We didn't even know, and we have it on film. So if you guys want to see the reaction, please like the video. And if it gets to 35 likes, we'll show you the picture of Glick and the reaction video. Thanks you guys for watching. I'm PG Dizzy from FaZe Gaming, and I'll see you next time. Remember, this is episode 5. Remember to please comment, rate, subscribe. Come check out my channel, FaZe Gaming. It's going to be in the description for Galaxy HDI, but can't thank you guys enough. We love all our supporters. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.